Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. On a mission to make a difference in the community. Joining me in studio, Vicki Johnson. She is the Cleveland Clinic Chief Community Officer. Thank you for coming in today. You look fabulous in your red.
And so do you.
It's an honor to have you here. We are so blessed to have the Cleveland Clinic in our community. We really are. But when it comes to your job, I mean, you are impacting the community in a lot of different ways. So what does your role entail?
My role is awesome, by the way. I agree, and I'm grateful to be a caregiver at Cleveland Clinic, so thank you for saying that. My role is to provide executive oversight of our community strategy at the systems level. So that means I get to set the strategy and lead a team to do good work throughout our entire global footprint.
And you're doing it literally step at a time,
Yes.
the way you handle things. Why has the Cleveland Clinic made that such a focal point?
Community is a part of who we are. When you think about a healthcare system, we're in the business to care for people. Well, their health is also determined by where they live in the community. So we're committed to every community where we have a location. It's always been important to us. You will spend 15 minutes a year with us inside the hospital for an appointment, correct? Everything else that impacts your health happens outside. So we're committed to community and partnering with people where they are to build healthy communities together so that we can do the work that we're in business to do.
Do you find, are there social deterrents in a way that you see what stops maybe people from being involved, or in that aspect? You know, I would assume that sometimes people don't realize that they can reach out, have that community impact from the clinic.
Yes, that's true. So a question was asked just this week. Is it true that when people know better, they do better? Well, it depends. There's so many other life issues that go on. So sure, you know smoking is bad, and you know exercise is good, but there are other things going on that will determine how well you are and what your behavior is. So we want to work with people to address things like employment, underemployment, poverty, lack of green space in one's community. All those things impact health, housing, healthcare, food.
I know, and I believe, there's so much that you do, and I believe we have some video that we can also, that will lend a hand to this too, and kind of the areas that you're speaking of here. But I mean, when you think about just all of the ways that we don't realize on a daily basis that we need that support, you're doing it for us.
Absolutely, and we don't know it because we're blessed and we're fortunate. So we prioritize the most vulnerable members of the community to partner with them. Again, we can't decide for people what health is and what their needs are. So we work with them, we talk to the community, we ask, how do you define health? What's important to you? And then how can we work with the community to address those barriers that prevent them from being the healthiest person they can be?
And I know you firsthand now, you see the impact of this. Do you mind me asking, or is it maybe an example or two where you could just, so that people really understand the depth of which this goes?
Yes, absolutely. So let me say this. We are so committed to our community. We're interested in leveraging who we are, our economic impact, to make communities better. So for example, the main campus is in the Fairfax neighborhood where there is less than 6,000 people that live there, but they need everything, the basic needs, food, housing. So we worked with the community to leverage 24,000 caregivers that live in this neighborhood to attract a grocery store. So now our neighbors no longer have to live in a food desert, and it's the partnership we have with elected officials, with community partners, with the faith community to work together to identify how can we leverage who we are outside of the hospital that impacts health. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Honestly, it is. And when I see the work that you're doing, I can only imagine the benefits that are coming from this little by little, things like that. I mean, despite what we may think, the hospital they don't want us to end up in their rooms. They don't want us. You're doing what you can to make sure that we don't end up in long stays in a hospital because of health issues.
That's absolutely correct, which gets to another commitment, Lead Safe Cleveland. We joined over 400 partners to make sure that Cleveland's children live in lead-safe homes. And I'm so proud to say we also invested in lead-safe childcare. So just last week we met with Starting Point, and 16 childcare centers and 8 homes will be assessed for lead. So our babies are in daycare 8-10 hours a day while we're at work. we want them to be safe there too. So because of us and our investment, children will live in lead safe homes, and they will go to child care centers in homes and in buildings that are also lead safe. This is huge. This is impact.
It is so huge, and I honestly am ashamed to say I did not know the extent of which the Cleveland Clinic was doing things like this. It is amazing, and hopefully you've learned something from this as well. You can always go to myclevelandclinic.org/about/community to learn more about Vicki and the team and what all they do to reach our community in so many ways that we don't even realize is possible. So thank you for coming in today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Amazing work.
And the red is great.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We're sisters on that.